Concordia High School IHSAA Sectional 22 Round 2. We'll be right back.
When you experience a sports injury, muscle, or joint pain, you want treatment right away. Parkview Ortho Express provides same-day orthopedic and sports injury care without referral or appointment, offering diagnostics, x-rays, the region's only body composition DEXA scan right inside of the Sport One Parkview Fieldhouse. Walk in Monday through Thursday, 7 to 7, Friday, 7 to 5, and Saturday, 8 to noon. For more information, go to parkviewsportsmedicine.com/orthoexpress.
It's the comets. Comets falling from the sky. 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 Comets falling from the sky.
This is the first time I've been able to do this kind of more complete understanding or view of your body. One of the things that's really important about this is that it's kind of legitimizing us as athletes.
Parkview Sports Medicine. Game on. Concussions. They're a concern for parents of athletes in any sport. That's why Parkview Sports Medicine is leading the way with the area's first Concussion Clinic. Our integrated sports medicine team utilizes an innovative, evidence-based approach to manage athletic-related head injuries in those 14 and older, providing comprehensive care to get the athlete you love safely back in play. To schedule an appointment, call Parkview Sports Medicine at 266-4007. Reaching higher, pushing further. Parkview Sports Medicine. Game on.
The Kelly Automotive Group is simple, transparent, reliable. Simple. Our customer specialists make buying a car easy and fun. Transparent. Our price listed is the best price. No hassle, no gimmicks. Reliable. Buy with confidence and peace of mind. We work hard to ensure the best value however you shop. Choose from over 60 vehicles under $10,000. Visit drivekelly.com. The Kelly Automotive Group. Simple, transparent, reliable.
Get mad about blue. Get mad about your Fort Wayne Mad Ants. When looking for the best basketball action in town, it's the Go to FortWayneMadAnts.com for the complete game schedule. See your Fort Wayne Mad Ant in action. Get mad about blue.
I chose St. Francis because they made a promise that I would have real-world experience that I could take when I graduated, and they delivered on that promise. For me, the classroom only gets you so far, so they're setting you up with an internship. I had a mentor that they set me up with that was a CEO of a DuPont hospital in Fort Wayne. They offer degrees in accounting, business administration, risk management and insurance, marketing, and finance. You know, they just did a great job of the full circle of not only the education but also the experience.
Parkview Sports Medicine, especially since I've been a pro, has been a place where my game has really been able to develop in multiple facets. Injury prevention, maintenance, physical therapy, weightlifting, agility work, all the things that I need to do in order to have an NBA body. This is the place for me to go when I come back home and I need to get a workout in. Always welcome me back with open arms.
Parkview Sports Medicine. Game on.
It may be winter, but it's never too early to start thinking about spring. Start your new year sharp and trust Kurt's Mio to power wash your home. Fair prices, superior quality, and exceptional customer service. Schedule your spring special appointment today. Additional services include concrete sealing, deck and fence cleaning, driveway replacement, and stamped concrete. Give your home the curb appeal it deserves. Just head on over to kurtzmio.com, request your virtual quote, and use the code SummitCity for 15% off today.
Both runners are running, play coming home.
From the crucial plays to the highlight of the game to the victory celebration, we are there. Summit City Sports isn't just a business, It's a group of companies investing in the youth of Fort Wayne athletics. It's because of Parkview Sports Medicine, because of Kelly Automotive Group, Indiana Wesleyan University, University of St. Francis, and Big Eye Fish, that we can produce our broadcast viewed by hundreds of thousands in Northeast Indiana. Support Summit City Sports. Become a sponsor. Join our winning team today.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, fans, streamers of all ages, welcome to tonight's broadcast brought to you by SummitCitySports.com. Reminder, fans, to follow us on Twitter at 260 Sports, like our Facebook page, Summit City Sports, and be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Again, welcome to Inside Concordia High School. I'm Andrew Wiss on the call tonight for 2 games, along with the best video man north of the equator, Mitchell Van Brocklin, bringing to you IHSAA Sectional 22, Round 2, Game 1 action from inside the cage. We are down in the cage here at Concordia Lutheran High School for Game 1 tonight. The 6 p.m. tip-off just about 7 minutes and 52 seconds away, as Concordia will play host to the Woodland Warriors. And both teams, as you're watching out there, doing some final preparations as they get ready to tip it up. And before they do, we want to talk a little bit about each of these schools. First, just a little bit about how they got here. Woodland drew the bye and then had to wait and wait and wait due to inclement weather, as did all of these teams. And so 3 games were played here last night. Woodland getting the bye, got to watch Concordia defeat soundly Bishop Dwenger. That final score was Concordia 56, Dwenger 29, and a fantastic game for the Cadets. They advance to round 2 and play a familiar opponent tonight in the Woodland Warriors. These 2 teams played each other a little more than a week ago, back on January 22nd. And in that game, Concordia was victorious 58-30. And I had a chance to talk to Coach Cobb, who has led his young group to a very successful season. Overall, Woodland brings in a record of 15-7, playing out of the ACAC conference. They've won 3 of their last 4. And talking to Coach Cobb, he gave a lot of credit to Concordia's half-court man-to-man defense, which we saw so effective, so smothering last night against Bishop Dwenger, holding them to 29 points. A good Bishop Dwenger team. And so just talk to Coach Cobb a little bit about what he needed his team to do tonight for 32 minutes. And obviously he wants to slow down offensively the 2 seniors for Concordia, led by first Carissa Garcia. You'll hear us call her name tonight. Coach Cobb hopes that we do not. But wants to slow her down in transition and really get 5 blue jerseys in front of her. They also need to simply shoot it well. He mentioned that they did not shoot it well a little more than a week ago when these 2 teams matched up. Now, he also mentioned that Concordia's team defense probably had a lot to do with that, but he needs the team to shoot it well tonight. One good way to score against a solid half-court man-to-man team is simply shoot it well. Fill it up, get to the free throw line, but hit your open shots that you're going to get. You know, it's not like Concordia is going to turn you over 30 times a game and beat you in transition. So you got to hit the shots that come open. You got to shoot it with confidence, and you got to do it for 32 minutes. And then he also mentioned, look, he's got a young group. Play free, play confident, and go out and try to do something that, frankly, the media, coaches around the state probably don't expect you to do. And it's going to be a great challenge. And Concordia fans, you know that because there's a lot on this side predicted to win the sectional. Repeated sectional champions are Coach Miller's Cadets, and they bring now a 16-6 overall record into round 2. They're playing out of the Summit Athletic Conference. And Coach Miller's been here before, a ton of experience, a 2-time state champion coach here at Concordia High School. And this year just has really been a smothering defensive team in the half court. Obviously, offensively, everything starts with Carissa Garcia, the senior. She's been a 4-year starter for Coach Miller. And then her fellow senior, Nautica Rogers. And then the other thing that you really can say about Concordia, and this speaks a lot to Coach Miller and his coaching staff, is You know, the role players that we're going to call tonight, the juniors, the sophomores, they're pretty young outside of Rogers and Garcia. They don't make mistakes. Offensively, they're hard to turn over. Defensively, they play their role. And in great team defense, they're always in help side. And they just catch, move it, bounce it, give themselves time to make decisions. And they're tough to create turnovers out of, I should say. So as long as that happens tonight, Coach Miller's confident in going into the championship game. That'll be next Monday. Again, a day when a lot of teams are preparing for regional play. They'll be having to decide a champion here due to weather. Next Monday, 7:30, the sectional championship game will be here at Concordia High School. So again, we're about 3 minutes and 25 seconds away from tip again in game one. This will be followed, and SummitCitySports.com will bring it to you live. The Garrett-Angola semifinal, that at 7:30 p.m. expected tip. And so Angola playing so well, we'll talk about them later. We'll play Garrett, both teams victorious last night in round one, and we'll advance into round two. While we got a moment here before tip, we want to talk to you a little bit about our sponsors. Fans, as always, the world is waiting for you to make a difference in only a way that you can. Discover your strengths at Indiana Wesleyan University's residential campus in Marion, Indiana. Visit indwes.edu. Also, fans at Parkview Sports Medicine, it is game on. We are the region's largest integrated sports medicine team, providing athletes specialized services from improving their performance to recovering from injuries. To learn more, go to parkviewsportsmedicine.com. Also, a reminder, Kelly Automotive Group is Indiana's #1 automotive group. With over 1,000 new vehicles and 500 pre-owned vehicles to choose from. Please visit drivekelly.com. Simple, transparent, reliable. And to our hungry viewers and streamers out there, Big Eyed Fish, you know them. They've been around Northeast Indiana for generations. Like their Facebook pages for updated promotions. Enjoy the best fish in Fort Wayne in a family-friendly environment at Big Eyed Fish. And then to our fans looking to improve your education, the University of St. Francis offers 100% job employment in select programs, 100% pass rates on many licensure exams. With over 2,300 students, the main campus is located in the heart of Fort Wayne. Visit sf.edu. Lastly, give your home the curb appeal it deserves and trust Kurtz Mio to power wash your home. Additional services include concrete sealing, deck and fence cleaning, driveway replacement, and stamped concrete. Just head on over to kurtzmio.com. Request your virtual quote. Use the code SummitCity for 15% off all power washing services today. And fans, we are getting there. Both teams now heading over for those last bits of advice. Get your final matchups. You know, Coach Miller's talking about Woodland's leading stat stuffer, sort of leads the team in every statistical category you can put out there. Addison Bayman, 15.7 points a game, 6.9 rebounds, 2.4 assists, and 4.6 steals a game. Bayman is a thief if you haven't seen her play. And obviously Coach Cobb for the Warriors talking about Garcia, who averages 19.7 points a game, keeping Nautica Rogers and her 7.8 rebounds off the offensive glass. And then assists, Carissa Garcia leading the team with about 3 a game, as well as 3 steals a game. There is your final buzzer. We're going to turn over to the PA here at Concordia High School inside the cage as we meet our starting lineups for both teams.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we're going to announce tonight's lineups, beginning with the visiting starters, the Woodland Warriors. Alicia McMahon. Next up is senior number 20, Maddie Bruce. Sophomore number 22, Abby Dent. Sophomore number 30, Ella Smith. A junior number 31, Hannah Albertson. A senior number 32, Alexia Holmes. A junior number 34, Lauren Meyer. And now the starting lineup for the visitors on the scoreboard for Woodland Warriors. Starting at a guard, a freshman number 12, Dakota Crone. Starting at another guard, a junior number 21, Hayden. Starting at another guard, a junior number 23, Taya Hitzmiller. Starting at a guard, a junior number 40, Gabby Joyce. And starting at a guard, a junior number 42, Kate Mendenhall. The Warriors are coached by Gary Cobb. And now for the home team on the scoreboard, the Concordia Cadets. Beginning with the non-starters. A sophomore number 10, Rhea Kuczynski. A sophomore number 11, Bethany Baxter.
See, that's how it's supposed to be in a tournament. No home court advantage, you know what I mean? We played Dwanger in football, and it was awful. It was terrible. And we weren't even playing at Dwanger. We were playing at New Haven. Yeah, we were visiting class. Yeah. It's funny because Leo beat us by 5 in December. We beat him by 39 last night.
There are your starting lineups for both teams. Again, a lot of youth on display, especially for Woodland. We're going to pause here while we honor America with the playing of our national anthem. Thank you, America. Let's play some sectional round 2 basketball. And fans, just again about the starting lineups. First for the Woodland Warriors, a lot of youth on display. Freshman Dakota Crone, number 12. And then 4 juniors, number 21, Addie Bayman, number 23, Taya Kitzmiller, number 40, Gabby Joyce, and 42, Kate Mendenhall. Not a senior in the starting lineup. 2 on the roster for Coach Cobb's Warriors. And then for Concordia, you start with the 2 seniors, Garcia and Rogers, and then 3 sophomores, Barkley, Calloway, and Craig. We got officials. Craig Hershey, Jack Rupley, and Joey Johnson will be providing the carbon dioxide tonight via the whistle as Woodland comes out in a little minute half-court defense. And we saw it last night. Coach Miller loves to get Garcia and Rogers on the same side. And there's a nice look on a diagonal as Nautica Rogers gets the scoring started for Concordia and the game. We saw her go down last night a little awkwardly, but returned to play did Rogers. There's Bayman, the 5'7", leading everything for Woodland. Nice up fake there. And Garcia going to have Bayman defensive responsibilities. They get it to her in the middle. Nice up fake again. Goes window. Like it was a cool spring day, does Bayman. That's why they build it. Players, you might as well use it. Rogers has got 4. And Woodland appears to be in a low 1-3-1 half-court defense. We'll get a better look at that next trip. Couple of double screens as they bring Kitzmiller, one of the 4 juniors in Coach Cobb's starting lineup. Bayman shifty, found a lane. The near referee did not like it. And you see already the body control there by Bayman. Bayman perplexed at the call, as are the Warrior fans. And yeah, it does look like a 1-3-1. I don't know if, I think Coach Cobb is going to say, prove to us you can shoot it from deep. I tell you what, it is now a box and one. I have deciphered the defense of Coach Cobb. Little diamond with Kitzmiller, the junior, number 23, chasing around Garcia. And if nothing else, oftentimes a box and one is simply awkward. Offensively, can be tiring for the person being chased, and that is Garcia, but it can make your offense awkward as there's normal openings and nobody really facing up, manning you up as you're used to throughout your 22-game season. As number 40, boy, that was halfway down for Gabby Joyce. And one way to beat the box and one is transition, and that pass to Garcia to Callaway a little long. Another thing you can do against that box and one is have the offensive player who's being boxed bring it up, make 2 people guard you, make 2 defenders go in that box and one, and oftentimes you can get a teammate some great looks. Different places on the floor. That ball deflected out of bounds, and it'll be Woodland underneath. Little UOB box set here for Coach Cobb. Bayman attacks Main Street. Way to bounce it. And right now the Warriors getting some good looks. Little reverse layup attempt there by Joyce. And let's see, they got the ball now in Garcia's hand. Let's see if she can make 2 Woodland defenders guard her and then create a scoring opportunity for a teammate. One thing we can't expect is for Concordia to be patient against this defensive look. And there's Callaway, who played so well last night. That one rebounded by Bayman. She leads the team with 6.9, almost 7 rebounds a game. There's Joyce from the corner, short. And, boy, there's going to be a transition attempt by the Cadets, but a foul in the backcourt. On Concordia's Kate Mendenhall, her first, team first, with 4:14 remaining in the first quarter. Solid defense there by Mendenhall as Rogers got a little too far underneath. And before Kitzmiller could let it go, called for steps, and she'll be replaced by Abby Gintz, the 5'6" sophomore, who will now take Garcia defensive responsibilities. And obviously, if you're one of those guarding Garcia, you want to be a mosquito tonight. Pesky, annoying, try to frustrate the leading scorer for Concordia. And if you're Garcia, avoid frustrations. See what you can do to help your team. Rogers this time turns middle. And going to have a chance at an and one. 6 points already now for the 5'11" senior Nautica Rogers. Number 30, Ella Smith, will check in. That free throw attempt long. Gets it to Bayman. Bayman centers. Boy, great job there by Bayman of not forcing. Simply pivoted again, kept her chin up, eyes up, made a great decision there, and it's 6-4. Rogers, a nice find to Garcia underneath. She's not going to have a better scoring opportunity. Game is Garcia, but you love the hustle. Miss the layup, sprint back, make a defensive play on the other end. As Hannah Albertson, the 5'4" junior, more youth on display for Woodland, checks in. Coach Cobb yelling out patience. Coach Cobb, a Northrop grad. One of the meccas, academic meccas in the greater Fort Wayne area is the great Northrop High School. Go Bruins. And patience there kind of led to a turnover. 3-second violation called on the Warriors. Two minutes and 22 seconds remaining in quarter number one. And Rogers finds herself on the left block, misses that one. So good at getting her own rebound. That one short, and then deflected out of bounds. Not a lot of height in the Warrior lineup. Three girls, 5'10", but that is it. And so they're going to have to rebound by committee. They run Garcia off a couple screens on the backside. She finds Barkley, flicks it, and that rebound tracked down by Woodland's Bayman. Little in-out dribble, nice setup. Coach Cobb mentioned he needed his team to shoot well. He talked about Concordia's smothering team defense. It's hard, though, to go into a locker room and simply say shoot well. But they got to take advantage of scoring opportunities, as Rogers has 8 points and so does Concordia. Patience by the Warriors. Solid team defense by Concordia. Not a lot of driving lanes, as Bayman now will investigate. And give her credit, she challenged Garcia. Garcia thought the block was clean, and the official thought otherwise, so Bayman will step to the line for two. That's the first team foul and first on Garcia. Substitution in for Concordia, number 24, Ellison Fritcha. Fritcha scored 10 points last night, played very well in their round one victory against Bishop Dwenger. Again, Woodland here via the bye. But they bring in, if you're just joining our stream, a 15-7 overall record, having a great season are the Lady Warriors. Here's a good look at Callaway, the sophomore guard for the Cadets. Gives it to Craig. 26 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Garcia attacks Craig, a 15-footer short on the baseline, and there's a defensive rebound. And Coach Cobb imploring his team to get the final shot of the quarter with 11 seconds. You kind of want to initiate your offense here with about 8 if you can. We're at 6. Bayman attacks right, shares it. 5-footer on the baseline. Great look there for Woodland. Can't convert, but they got to be thrilled with the result after 8 minutes. It's a 2-point game. We'll be right back here from the cage at Concordia High School.
Parkview Sports Medicine is an integrated sports medicine team. We're treating injuries when and where they happen and working to prevent them before they do. We believe the best care is coordinated care, helping ensure you get the individualized services you need every step of the way, offering innovative treatment techniques to get you or the athlete you love back in play. Reaching higher, pushing further. Parkview Sports Medicine. Game on.
I chose St. Francis because they made a promise that I would have real-world experience that I could take when I graduated, and they delivered on that promise. For me, the classroom only gets you so far, so they're setting you up with an internship. I had a mentor that they set me up with that was a CEO of a DuPont hospital in Fort Wayne. They offer degrees in accounting, business administration, risk management and insurance, marketing, and finance. They just did a great job of the full circle of not only the education but also the experience.
Welcome back to live play. Quarter number 2 beginning now as Bayman takes the inbounds pass to initiate the Warrior offense. Little clear out for her, well defended by the sophomore Callaway. And if you're just joining our stream, a slow-paced first 8 minutes, not a lot of fouls, just 2 on Woodland, 1 on Concordia. Bayman scoring all 6 Woodland points, and Nautica Rogers, the senior post player, scoring all 8 Concordia points. And defensively, Woodland perhaps frustrated Coach Miller's squad there with a little box and one as Bayman checks it, hand down, man down. Addie Bayman. She's got all 9 Woodland points, and this is their first league contest. Woodland remaining in that diamond look box and one, and this is where the Concordia has found success with Nautica Rogers on that right block. Had 2 cracks at it there but couldn't finish. Bayman pushes wisely, pulls it out, and before she could attack, Dakota Crone, the freshman, going to be called for shuffling the puppies. Boy, she had a closeout running at her, just didn't settle the Nikes. Yeah, let's see what Coach Miller talked with his group about in between that quarter break. A 15-foot couldn't hit, it out of bounds for Woodland. And so Cone replaced by Joyce. Joyce, the starter, returns to the lineup. Garcia's only had 1 shot attempt this game and almost connected there with Kaczynski, but that pass a little high into the Woodland cheerleaders. It appears as though everybody's okay. 2, number 2 will initiate the offense. A lot of motion screening. Going to be called. Warrior fans less than thrilled with the call. 3 team fouls now on the Warriors. Again, that final was Concordia 58, Woodland 30. And so the start here in sectional play much different than that, as Rogers again got a great 4 feet away, but couldn't finish in the drive there, and going to be called for the foul and that is, note that, as number 22, Abby at the line for 2. Against short on the first. And Coach Miller going to give Garcia a breather here. Again, she does have 2 fouls. Against converts on the second, and Woodland now with a 2-point lead. And now extending their pressure a little bit. Let's see what they do now that Garcia is out. They sort of get out of that box and one. Now looks more like a 3 zone. And let's see how Concordia attacks this. They find a diagonal and a nice look. Boy, as soon as Kaczynski caught it, her eye snapped to her teammate. Deflected out of bounds. They're going to say that's off of Concordia. Little meeting of the minds, meeting of the stripes, and they're going to reverse the call. Yeah, it's going to stay with Concordia. And so let's see what they do underneath out of bounds. Look here, I think they got Rogers open right now if they see it. They lob it to her. And before a foul could be called, Rogers going to be called for steps. A nice set there. Throw it where the defense is not. And Bayman will start the Woodland offense. Again, both of these teams very patient in their offensive attack. And a whistle call. I don't know what they're going to, I think they're going to call Bayman with the foul. They are. That's going to be her first, team 5th. Check that, team 4th. And a turnover puts it in the hands of Concordia. 4:45 remaining in quarter number 2. That 2-3 zone a little extended. Fritcha flies it from the corner. Can't hit, but Rogers tracks down another offensive board. She's probably got 4 of those thus far. All 8 Concordia points does Rogers have. They look at her. 4 around 1 against this 2-3 zone look. And you got to think, if you're Coach Cobb, if you're a Woodland Warrior basketball fan, the longer this game stays close and the more time that ticks away, you got to think the pressure's going to mount on Concordia, as Bayman anticipated that post to wing pass, finished it with the left hand, and she's got 11. And Coach Miller wants to talk to his girls, calls a timeout. And while we got a moment here, let's show you well, we're not going to show you a replay from earlier because we cannot. And I'm sure you don't want to see a St. Francis commercial, so next time we get a chance, we will share some information, some highlights with you. Just a 30-second timeout by Coach Miller. His first, they have 4 remaining. Coach Cobb's got all 5 of his. And the freshman back in for Woodland, number 12, Dakota Crone. As is number 21, same 5 in for Concordia. And that pass stolen away by Bayman. She averages 4.6 steals a game. She's got 2 back-to-back for Woodland. And Crone trying to control that pass ahead. Called for double dribble. And so with Garcia out, the primary ball handler for Concordia, Woodland extending their pressure. A little 2-2-1, three-quarter court pressure. As it drops back to a 2-3 zone. They find Rogers. And deflected out of bounds. They're going to say it's off of Concordia. Coach Cobb yelling out 3. Little box set here for Woodland. Couple elevator screens there for Joyce. She lets it go from the top. Much to the delight of Woodland fans in attendance. And before Joyce could get a steal there, she's going to be called for a push. That'll be her first, team 5th. And all the momentum right now on the side of Woodland. As Rogers will bring it up, shares it with Callaway, who there's a bucket. The first bucket for Concordia, not by Nautica Rogers. And that's one way to break a press, score a layup. Here's Bayman. So good at keeping that dribble behind her. And boy, it is now contagious out there on the floor for the Warriors. Number 30, Ella Smith, hits a baseline jumper and then a rare turnover against pressure. And Dave Miller's seen enough. He's going to enter Garcia back into the lineup. And you got to think the senior now knows, don't force it, but look to create plays, play solid defense, and do not pick up your 3rd foul. Bayman attacks. Blocked there by Callaway, but going to be called for the foul is number 20. That's Meg Barkley, her first. And so Bayman, who's got 11 points already, will step to the line at a chance to add to her team's 7-point lead. And she does. If you haven't seen Addie Bayman play yet, again, averages not 15.7 points a game, almost 7 boards, 2.5 assists, and almost 5 steals. A thief is Addie Bayman. We do have police on the scene, although I don't think she should fear arrest. And now that Garcia's back in, Coach Cobb's team is back to that box and 1. You see the diamond right now chasing Garcia is number 23, Kitzmiller. As Garcia catches it, a blue jersey in her face, and then 3 staring at you in help. That 8-footer on the baseline short, and here's Bayman. Boy, nice block there by Callaway, sending it in to the out-of-bounds area. Little line set here. Joyce going to set a diagonal screen, and she gets it. We just saw her hit a 3 from the top of the key. She pulls up from 8. You like the confidence of Joyce. Saved by Crone, and here's Garcia. The scoop, we saw that scoop about 6 times last night. You know, that's something Garcia practices, and Callaway fouled on her shot attempt, so she'll step to the line for 2. 16 fouls now on Woodland. Callaway tickles the nylon. Smooth looking stroke by the sophomore guard for Concordia. As number 22, Abby Gens, Coach Cobb keeping fresh legs out there. Callaway calmly hits 2 free throws. For Coach Miller, that is a sight for sore eyes. Perhaps the rest of her teammates can see that ball go in. There's a step back from 17. Well defended, and so Callaway will rebound and initiate. gives it to Fritcha, fakes, Barkley from the corner, and boy, I'm not crediting the 2 free throws that Callaway hit, but you know, Meg Barkley saw Callaway hit those 2 free throws, saw the ball go in the basket, and then she confidently let it fly from 20 feet and hit it. It's now a 4-point game. Bayman attacks, great help side there by Craig. So good team defense is Concordia, and now a 7-0 run for the Cadets. The Concordia faithful, the Fighting Dorflers on their feet. 34 seconds remaining. They're running Joyce off a couple screens. Bayman fakes, doesn't force it. Boy, Woodland's found that open spot on the baseline about 3 or 4 times already this game. Good patience, 17 seconds. Coach Cobb wanting his team to get the last shot, and they will. Wise decision by Bayman. 7 seconds now on the clock. Bayman against Callaway. Callaway reaches, step back from 22. And that is your first half of basketball. And we'll be right back after a brief break here. Both coaches and teams heading in to talk about things. And we'll be right back to share some highlights, talk about the first half after a brief word from our sponsor.
When you experience a sports injury, muscle, or joint pain, you want treatment right away. Parkview Ortho Express provides same-day orthopedic and sports injury care without referral or appointment, offering diagnostics, x-rays, the region's only body composition DEXA scan right inside of the Sport One Parkview Fieldhouse. Walk in Monday through Thursday, 7 to 7, Friday, 7 to 5, and Saturday, 8 to noon. For more information, go to parkviewsportsmedicine.com/orthoexpress.
It's the comets. Comets falling from the sky. 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 Comets falling from the sky.
This is the first time I've been able to do this kind of more complete understanding or view of your body. One of the things that's really important about this is that it's kind of legitimizing us as athletes.
Parkview Sports Medicine. Game on. Concussions. They're a concern for parents of athletes in any sport. That's why Parkview Sports Medicine is leading the way with the area's first Concussion Clinic. Our integrated sports medicine team utilizes an innovative, evidence-based approach to manage athletic-related head injuries in those 14 and older, providing comprehensive care to get the athlete you love safely back in play. To schedule an appointment, call Parkview Sports Medicine at 266-4007. Reaching higher, pushing further. Parkview Sports Medicine. Game on.
The Kelly Automotive Group is simple, transparent, reliable. Simple. Our customer specialists make buying a car easy and fun. Transparent. Our price listed is the best price. No hassle, no gimmicks. Reliable. Buy with confidence and peace of mind. We work hard to ensure the best value however you shop. Choose from over 60 vehicles under $10,000. Visit drivekelly.com. The Kelly Automotive Group. Simple, transparent, reliable.
Get mad about blue. Get mad about your Fort Wayne Mad Ants. When looking for the best basketball action in town, it's the Go to FortWayneMadAnts.com for the complete game schedule. See your Fort Wayne Mad Ant in action. Get mad about blue.
I chose St. Francis because they made a promise that I would have real-world experience that I could take when I graduated, and they delivered on that promise. For me, the classroom only gets you so far. So they're setting you up with an internship. I had a mentor that they set me up with that was a CEO of a DuPont hospital in Fort Wayne. They offer degrees in accounting, business administration, risk management and insurance, marketing, and finance. You know, they just did a great job of the full circle of not only the education but also the experience.
Parkview Sports Medicine, especially since I've been a pro, has been a place where my game has really been able to develop in multiple facets. Injury prevention, maintenance, physical therapy, weightlifting, agility work, you know, all the things that I need to do in order to have an NBA body. This is the place for me to go when I come back home and I need to get a workout in. Always welcome me back with open arms.
Parkview Sports Medicine. Game on.
It may be winter, but it's never too early to start thinking about spring. Start your new year sharp and trust Kurt's Mio to power wash your home. Fair prices, superior quality, and exceptional customer service. Schedule your spring special appointment today. Additional services include concrete sealing, deck and fence cleaning, driveway replacement, and stamped concrete. Give your home the curb appeal it deserves. Just head on over to kurtzmio.com, request your virtual quote, and use the code SummitCity for 15% off today.
Both runners are running. Play coming home.
From the crucial plays to the highlight of the game to the victory celebration, we are there. Summit City Sports isn't just a business. It's a group of companies investing in the youth of Fort Wayne athletics. It's because of Parkview Sports Medicine, because of Kelly Automotive Group, Indiana Wesleyan University, University of St. Francis, and Big Eye Fish, that we can produce our broadcast viewed by hundreds of thousands in Northeast Indiana. Support Summit City Sports. Become a sponsor. Join our winning team today.
Fans, welcome back as you're watching Woodland run back out onto the floor. 4:25 still left at halftime here. And if you are just joining our stream, you got to be a little surprised at your score. As again, these two teams played about a little more than a week ago, and that final was Concordia 58, Woodland 30. And obviously this score very, very different, much to the happiness of Woodland basketball fans. And while we got a moment here, let's show you some highlights from that first half. Watch it here in this first one as Coach Cobb runs a little elevator screen. We called this Dinah when I was in high school. And Gabby Joyce likes the elevator for three. And then they turned around and got a steal out of a little full court pressure there. But Gabby Joyce tickling the nylon there on the elevator screen. Let's see if we get another look at that in the second half. And then it's been all defense for Woodland. They frustrated Garcia and made it a little awkward on the rest of Concordia's players offensively in that box and one. Here's one way to beat a box and one defense. Beat it in transition. Watch it here as Rogers going to get the inbound, push it, and Callaway sprinting without the ball. So easy to say but hard to do, and the recipient of a nice pass from Nautica Rogers. Again, we've seen a box and one the majority of the game from the Woodland defense as Garcia has not scored a point yet in the game. The leading scorer for Concordia at over 19 a game. Scored 24 last night in their round one victory against Bishop Dwenger. But give Woodland credit. Yes, she's been chased by a couple players. Abby Gentz and Taya Kitzmiller doing the majority of the mosquito defense. Just frustrating, annoying for Carissa Garcia. But then also that diamond box kind of always providing help side against Garcia. And so that's one way to beat it. And then again, when Garcia went out with two fouls, we saw a 2-3 zone from the Warriors, which was also effective. And our last clip here, again, one thing you can't do is give up on the other end. And watch it here is Callaway, the sophomore. Garcia's going to miss, and Bayman, who does everything for Woodland, is going to push it here in transition. So good is she with her body control, but watch Callaway. Not in my cage, says Callaway. If I'm her teammate, I'm slapping her on the hand or somewhere. Great defense by the sophomore for Concordia. And so there is your score. It was 19-10 with a little under 2 minutes, and then Concordia went on a 7-0 run. A 3-point shot from Meg Barkley, a shot from Callaway, and then another bucket from Barkley. And so there is your score, 19-17, leading scorer for Concordia. Rogers, who scored 8 points, the first 8 points for Concordia, all in the first quarter. Meg Barkley with 5, and then Sierra Callaway with 4. And for Woodland, 13 points for their leading scorer, Addie Bayman. She averages over 15. For the Warriors, Gabby Joyce with 3, Ella Smith with 2, and Abby Gintz with 1. Kate Mendenhall also with 2 points for the Warriors. And if you're Coach Cobb, one of his keys was obviously limiting Garcia in transition, but he's got to be thrilled. If you had told him that Carissa Garcia will have 0 points at halftime and you'll be up by 2, I don't know if he would have believed you. That's a credit to Carissa Garcia and her abilities on the floor. But to give also credit to that box and one defense by Woodland. But he's going up against a 2-time state champion coach in Coach Miller, and so you know he's got X's and O's out the wazoo. So let's see what he talked about with his team at halftime there. It'll be Concordia basketball to start the third quarter. And same starters out there for both teams. And already you see the box and one going to be in effect as Kitzmiller will chase Garcia again here in the second half. Concordia had success early in entering it to Rogers on that right block. And they get it to Garcia out top. They give her a ball screen. Wisely, Kitzmiller, the chaser, goes underneath. And Concordia is a very good passing team. They should be able to have success if they can hit some shots against this box and one. And before Rogers can shoot it, there's going to be a whistle on the ground. This will be the first underneath out of bounds for Concordia with Garcia in the game. So let's see what Woodland does against it. Boy, well practiced. They're going to stay in that. And then chase Garcia as she comes up. Again, Concordia loves to get Garcia and Rogers on the same side. And that ball deflected away, a little bit of a late whistle, but whistle nonetheless. And so it'll be Concordia basketball. This time Garcia off the ball. They're going to give her a couple of screens on this far side. She reads the defense and gets it 25 feet away. Boy, nice look in there to Callaway, and that already the third team foul. Coach Miller not celebrating. But in the back of the line, he is thrilled that less than 50 seconds into the game, Woodland already with 3 team fouls. And Callaway, who hit 2 free throws in the first half, steps back to the line. Makes 1 of 2 there and knocked out of bounds by Rogers. It'll be Woodland basketball. Concordia picks up full court pressure, and that ball deflected off of Bayman as she was double teamed before she even caught it. And deflected into the Concordia cheerleaders. Couple of screens for Garcia. Guess who's there chasing her? Like a shadow, Kitzmiller. Garcia gets an offensive rebound, and boy, Kitzmiller tried to go vertical, but that left arm came down, and the referees don't like it when that happens. And so Garcia scoreless in the first half, steps to the line, chance to tie it up, perhaps put her team ahead. And already you see there, Callaway replacing Craig on the free throw line, so you can expect if Garcia makes both of these, or at least the second, that Concordia will extend the pressure defensively full court. Garcia sinks both, and there is that full court man-to-man pressure already now causing 2 turnovers and a timeout from Coach Cobb. Concordia fans liking what they see. This will be a 30-second timeout for Coach Cobb. And there's a look at Coach Miller talking about, obviously, this underneath out-of-bounds play, but what he wants to see. A little excitement in the eyes of the Concordia players. Now they've scored some points. Perhaps the frustration leaving. Let's see what they can get here out of this underneath out-of-bounds set. And if you're the Warriors, simply got to be able to inbound the ball, handle that pressure, don't be in a rush against it. Garcia stacks in the middle, sneaks through 2 screens. Callaway right down the line from our view and calmly hits that 3 ball. Bayman tried to advance, and that's 3 possessions, 3 turnovers for Woodland. And Coach Miller, we'll call him Dr. Miller, providing the medicine at halftime for his team. And there might be blood on the face of number 20, Barkley. And so she'll sprint back to the training room. Kitzmiller again chasing Garcia. Garcia, a floater from the baseline. Boy, that's a tough shot, but not for Garcia. And another timeout for Coach Cobb. This one will be a full timeout, and so we'll take a quick break while we hear from our sponsors.
Runners are running, play coming home.
From the crucial plays to the highlight of the game to the victory celebration, we are there. Summit City Sports isn't just a business, it's a group of companies investing in the youth of Fort Wayne athletics.
It's because of Parkview Sports Medicine, because of Kelly Automotive Group, Indiana Wesleyan University, University of St. Francis, and Big Eye Fish, that we can produce our broadcast viewed by hundreds of thousands in Northeast Indiana.
Support Summit City Sports. Become a sponsor. Join our winning team today.
And welcome back to Live Play. If you're just joining us, you've missed a 15-0 run dating back to the end of the second quarter by Concordia. This was 19-10 with 2 minutes to go in the second quarter. And a 7-0 run at the end of that quarter, and then a 8-0 burst here via the full court pressure by Concordia. Gives you the score you are looking at, and there again now is Concordia's man-to-man defense. A little more energetic now that they've put the ball in the basket on the other end. Bayman, so good with the ball, finds Joyce, and that's a huge bucket for Coach Cobb's Warriors. Bayman waited for that defender to approach and then attacked the middle and found Joyce in the same side corner. And a nice find there by Garcia to Rogers, and sort of a necessary defensive foul there as Rogers, who had 8 points all in the first quarter, steps to the line for 2. Quality free throw shooting by Coach Miller's Cadets. Nothing new. In his 16 years, Concordia has always been a solid free throw shooting team. Garcia snatches away another possession, and Callaway going to be called for a double dribble there as Barkley returns for Craig. And again, man pressure causing some headaches for the Warriors. Boy, stay away from that sideline. It is toxic. Ball handlers get the ball in the middle of the floor, in between the free throw lane line. We call it the sidewalk, 3 feet outside the lane line on either side. If you can keep it sidewalk to sidewalk, Main Street area. Nice diagonal find by Garcia. And the Cadets have found something here against this box and one. Callaway, 4 of 5 now from the free throw line. And Woodland already with 16 fouls. Here in the second half, they get it to Bayman. And there you go, clear it out, bring it up one-on-one. And that already is the 5th turnover due to this Concordia man-to-man pressure. If they can simply get it to their ball handlers, let it clear out, you can bring it up one-on-one against this pressure. Oftentimes, if you try to bring it up too early, you can run into traps, especially near the sideline. There's a ball screen. Well defended by the box. They find Fritchie at 16 feet. Nice look, and that's what Coach Cobb wants. Somebody besides Garcia shooting the basketball. And Bayman with the defender Callaway on her. They're giving Joyce screens. She's hit 2 threes this game. There's Bayman. Nice up fake. Boy, I don't know if Bayman does anything wrong. Good looking shot there for Woodland, and Garcia somehow put the right amount of sauce on that lay-in. Boy, that was good transition defense by Woodland, but just better offense by Garcia. And a foul called on the far side, so Woodland will inbound underneath their own basket. Coach Cobb calling out number 3. There's a 1-2 step by Bayman, and boy, stay aggressive in the basket area. You might not score it, but you get a chance to get fouled. Force the officials to call something. .413 remaining here in quarter number 3. Bayman puts the backspin on from 15 feet. That is a smooth looking shot by the 5'7" junior guard, Addie Bayman. That one short, but rebounded by Gintz. Yes, Gintz, the sophomore. Here's Crone, the freshman, little step back. Short, but the hustle by the Warriors, and jump ball going to be called, possession arrow favoring the Warriors. So we'll go a little 1-4 UOB set for Coach Cobb. Here's a cross screen. Bayman flares out. So good at keeping that dribble behind her as she attacks. Finds Crone. Boy, Crone needs to let that fly. Nice bounce pass, though, to her teammate, Ella Smith. The best type of passing, folks. Put it on the deck, let it bounce. Callaway, boy, might have got away with steps there, but attacked the middle. And so Callaway, 5 of 6 now from the line. She's got 10 points on the game to Callaway, the leading scorer for Concordia, and a chance to add to her team's 6-point lead. And she is now 7 of 8 from the line. And again, there's a man pressure. That time Crone breaks it without letting it release. Little step back for Joyce. Great effort on the save there by Bayman. Boy, I like the confidence of Joyce. Stepping back from 20. I think my coach would have taken me out of the game just for thinking about the step back 20-footer. But maybe Joyce is a better shooter than me. Nice find by Garcia. Extra pass. Boy, tough catch by Callaway. Almost didn't want to see her shoot it. But she caught that, brought it to her shot pocket, and Callaway's got 15 now, the sophomore stepping up. And there's a miss there, but a nice rebound. Came right to her. Abby Gintz said, I'll score it. And that's the right score, 35-26 now. Boy, Garcia from 24. Kept alive by Rogers. Kept alive by Rogers again, and again. Give her credit. 3 offensive boards, but as she fell there, something hit the baseline. Sectional tourney hustle by both teams. 2:32 remaining in the third quarter. Bayman now, she can just let it clear and avoid the trap. Instead, boy, kind of ran into a trap. Tipped away by Crone. Shares it with Smith, who stops and pops. Ella Smith has got 6 points. And here's our first look at number 13, Betts, the freshman for Concordia. Got in late in yesterday's victory over Bishop Dwenger. Garcia catches and spins. Boy, had a good look at 6 feet there. Rebound opportunity. Barkley, that was halfway down. They should give her 1 point, but that is illegal in Indiana high school basketball, so no points. And this time the possession arrow favors Concordia. As we get a first look at number 31, Albertson, in the second half. Garcia's open looking for the lob. Instead they get to Callaway. Yes, you got to guard her. She just hit one from there, and boy, she is playing confident, is CC Callaway. Sierra Callaway, I think her friends call her CC, so I'm going to call her CC. She's got 17 points as Betts steals that, puts it up ahead to Garcia, who finger rolls it off the window, and now an 11-point lead for Concordia. And Barkley going to be called for the reach as Crone was attacking, looking to drive it. The third team foul now on Concordia. Woodland with 17 fouls. And so underneath out of bounds for Woodland. Somebody's got to take it out, so Crone says, I will. Screen for Joyce. They enter it deep to Albertson. Shares it with Crone. And Betts just ran through a screen guarding Joyce. And not wanting to let Joyce get open. Maybe an okay foul. A little 1-4 low set here. Let's see if they give Bain. They do. Shares it with Crone. Does Bayman. Bayman going to investigate the baseline. Boy, tried to find Albertson. Nothing doing in that far side corner, so she had to throw it to the wing. And Concordia now with 54 seconds. You got to bet they're going to be patient here. Against the box and one look from Woodland. Concordia's found a lot of success on the diagonals. I wouldn't be surprised if they try to hold it for one here and then enter it to Rogers on that right block. Count your bounce passes, fans. I just saw one from Betts. Coach Miller known historically for his bounce passing instruction. He could put on a clinic on how to bounce pass and win games. They're going to double team Garcia and get it out of her hands. She finds the diagonal. We just talked about it. Barkley put it up with the left, and Rogers with 6 seconds tapped it out of bounds. So Woodland's going to have a chance here if they can inbound it. They do to Albertson. 3 seconds. Bayman is aware. Going to have a chance to release it. And boy, that was close. So an excellent third quarter, 22-point third quarter unofficially for Concordia. And we'll be right back after a word from some of our sponsors.
Parkview Sports Medicine is an integrated sports medicine team. We're treating injuries when and where they happen and working to prevent them before they do. We believe the best care is coordinated care, helping ensure you get the individualized services you need every step of the way, offering innovative treatment techniques to get you or the athlete you love back in play. Reaching higher, pushing further. Parkview Sports Medicine. Game on.
I chose St. Francis because they made a promise that I would have real-world experience that I could take when I graduated, and they delivered on that promise. For me, the classroom only gets you so far, so they're setting you up with an internship. I had a mentor that they set me up with that was a CEO of a DuPont hospital in Fort Wayne. They offer degrees in accounting, business administration, risk management and insurance, marketing, and finance. You know, they just did a great job of the full circle of not only the education but also the experience.
Welcome back to the live stream Summit City Sports broadcast of IHSAA Sectional 22 as we get ready to resume play. Fourth quarter, it'll be Woodland basketball. And if you're just joining us, you missed a 22-9 third quarter by Concordia. They were down 2 at the half, but give Dr. Miller the credit for providing the medicine, and then give Callaway, who you just saw get a steal there, credit for leading that 22-9 run. Going to be called for the push-off, so do not count the basket. But Callaway with 17 points, doing it from the free throw line, doing it from behind the arc, doing it from everywhere for Coach Miller. But before she could add to her point total, called for a push-off there as Bayman breaks the pressure, and that's really what got Concordia the lead and allowed them to extend their lead, is that full court man-to-man pressure. The youth of Woodland, it caused at least 7 turnovers in that third quarter, 5 in a row at one point. And so there's sort of their inability to let that pressure release and simply bring it up one-on-one. Caused some turnovers and created a lot of confidence and scoring opportunities for Concordia. And now you're looking at a 11-point deficit if you're Woodland against a good free throw shooting team that is just hard to turn over. There's a nice post entry to Rogers, who got great position against the zone and will now step to the line for 2 free throws. Rogers hits the first. A couple of substitutions for Woodland. And hits both. Rogers has got 11 points, and there they inbound. Let's see if they let it clear. Kitzmiller will bring it up one-on-one, and that's what you want to do against full court man pressure, is let it clear, get bodies out of the way, and let one player do the work. You work on it probably every day in practice. Nice patience there by Bayman. Finishes with the left hand. Boy, she's got 16 doing her part. The leading scorer for Woodland. Almost had a steal there. Barkley, boy, great decision. Investigated, pulled it back out, and now Concordia will run some clock, run some offense. A lot of players there will force something on the baseline, but Barkley, smart basketball. Rogers misses, and give that rebound to Abby Gentz, who was get fouled after the rebound. So that'll be the 6th team foul on the Cadets, who wisely continue with their full court pressure. It's been successful this half. Now clear it out, and there you go. Let one person clear it out, get out of the way. Oh, she didn't clear it, and so Barkley, standing right there, picked the pocket. Garcia misses a 4-footer, but guess who? Rogers, with we'll call it her 7th, maybe 207th offensive rebound this game, probably her 7th, puts it back in. And so now you see the clear out. And boy, a little congestion there, and a turnover for Woodland. See a little contact there, able to finish. She's hit some tough shots here in the second half. Again, Garcia held scoreless in the first half. That probably hasn't happened all year long, perhaps in her career, for number 12. And a foul in the backcourt going to be called on Woodland's Bayman. And so Callaway will walk 60 feet to shoot 2 free throws. She's 7 of 8. From the line, the leading scorer in the game for Concordia, Sierra Callaway. Shooting a 1 in the bonus. And Callaway doing it from the line. She's 8 of 9. I'm no mathematician, but if she makes this, she'll be 90% for the game. I think I got a B+ in pre-calc in high school. And she is now 9 of 10. Again, tweet us if I'm wrong. She's 9 of 90% from the line. You do that for a career, they'll put you in a record book or something. Boy, hustle on the far side and a collision. After yet another Woodland turnover. Will put Betts at the free throw line. Five minutes and 20 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter. Well, we called them a good free throw shooting team earlier in the game, and they are proving me accurate as Betts puts in a couple. How do you win sectional championships? Well, Coach Miller could probably write a book about it, but one way to do it is to make your free throws. And if Coach Miller did write a book about it, and if he asked me to write the foreword, I would. Not that I've ever won a sectional championship as a coach, but I could write a foreword. I think they're deciding on the shooter, and the officials seem to have it right as Bayman will step to the line to shoot the bonus. Short on that one, and almost got a steal, did Bayman. She averages almost 5 a game for the Warriors. And Rogers, boy, able to sort of Vladi Divas that one in with her left hand. We'll call it the slippery noodle from the right block with the left hand. Joyce, who's hit a couple threes this game, misses. Gets a rebound, blocked by Callaway. these girls are playing hard. Great sportsmanship there, helping each other up. Jump ball called, favoring the Cadets. Again, if you're just joining us, it was 7-8 after the first quarter, 19-17 Woodland at halftime. And that was after a 7-0 run by Concordia. At one point, this was 19-10 Woodland. But as they say, water finds its level, and Concordia, with some full court pressure and fine play by Callaway, now have a 21-point lead. Aggressive drive there by Bayman puts her back at the charity stripe. Reminder, game 2 to follow as Coach Lapido and the Garrett Railroaders will play the Hornets of Angola. There may not be a better playing team in the area than Angola. They've won 13 of 14. Those two teams squaring off in semifinal game number 2 as Bayman adds to her point total. And a timeout by Coach Cobb. He's got 4 minutes to talk to his team, and while he does, we're going to go back to some highlights. Most of these coming from the second half when Concordia made their run to sort of regain the lead. And Garcia, who's been hounded all night in this box and one, watch her run off the screen, attack 2 defenders, and watch this tough shot off of one leg. Well done there by Concordia's leading scorer, Carissa Garcia. And then not too long after that, watch her push in transition, put a little sauce on this one. A lot of fans out there getting ready to put some sauce on some wings tomorrow for the Super Bowl. But up and around 2 defenders. I don't even know if you can do that in NBA 2K, but Garcia doing it in sectional play. And Woodland now in a man-to-man half-court defense. Concordia will patiently look to enter it. Rogers loves that right block, shares it with Betts, who lets it go from 20 feet. Barkley an offensive rebound. And Coach Miller maybe trying to save a timeout, maybe trying to talk to Betts about that shot selection. And so while he does that, we'll pause here and give you a little word from our sponsors. Fans, as always, at Parkview Sports Medicine. At Parkview Sports Medicine, it is game on. We are the region's largest integrated sports medicine team, providing athletes specialized services from improving their performance to recovering from injuries. To learn more, go to parkviewsportsmedicine.com. Quick reminder, Kelly Automotive Group is Indiana's #1 automotive group with over 1,000 new vehicles and 500 pre-owned vehicles to choose from. Please visit drivekelly.com. Simple, transparent, reliable. Live play getting ready to resume here in quarter number 4. 3:53 on the clock as Concordia will inbound, deflected, and nice hopscotch move there by Garcia. Hopscotch, I don't know if kids play that game much anymore. Back in the day, I was a left foot wizard with hopscotch. Little chalk, little sidewalk. Work on your calf muscles. Hopscotch, kids. Google it. Don't try to play it on an app. I don't think it would be as fun. Baseline drive there by Rogers. Well defended and then going to be called for the reach-in. Is number 15, so Woodland will walk the other way. Coach Miller will not put that in his book on how to win sectional championships. Foul after you miss a layup. But Rogers, who leads the team in rebounding, you can't blame her for going after the offensive boards there. 8 rebounds a game. She's probably got 8 offensive rebounds in this game alone, the senior. Trying to earn the right to play in a championship game Monday night. That'll be a 7:30 p.m. championship game. Nice find there. Even a better find, and Rogers, the recipient of some fine Concordia cadet passing. Woodland looking for some options here offensively. And they find a bucket. Still a lot of fight left in these Warriors. Again, a young team. 2 seniors on the roster. The majority of their points come from underclassmen. And that ball mishandled, so it'll be Woodland basketball. Kitzmiller, who spent the majority of her evening chasing around Garcia, initiates. They enter it to Bayman, who got wide and then went window. Boy, Bayman, she's got 20 points above her average, stepping up in tourney time. You love to see that as a coach. Players playing their best when they are needed. Coach Cobb got to be thrilled that she and a lot of these Warrior players are going to return next season. And that ball again thrown away by Concordia. A couple of substitutions in now for Woodland as number 20, Maddie Coos, a senior, and number 32, Lexia Holmes, a senior check-in. And here's Bayman, crosses between the C parts. She's got 22. Watch out for Addie Bayman next season in area basketball. .116 now remaining. Garcia looking to dribble out the clock. Looks as though Woodland going to be content to just defend in the half court as Garcia is fouled. And so Garcia will step to the line again, held in check most of this game. Concordia's leading scorer. She's got 10 points all in the second half. This is the first there. A couple of substitutions in for Woodland. Number 34, Lauren Meyer, as Bayman receives a nice round of applause. The junior who's played so well tonight. Also checking in, number 31, Albertson. And then checking out and getting a much-deserved round of applause from the Concordia faithful is Sierra Calloway. Leading scorer for Concordia tonight. Getting some love from her teammates is Calloway. And now Garcia will check out as Betts returns. Classy move by both coaches, getting their players some recognition and some players, some young players, some sectional experience. Boy, anytime you get to step on a court in the high school state tournament is good experience. Foul called, and Albertson will step to the line, 5'4" junior guard for the Warriors. And a nice round of applause for Barkley, who's played so well. And Albertson connects on the second. A reminder to join our stream for Game 2, which we will be bringing to you about 20 minutes after this one wraps up. Angola and Garrett, both teams getting ready to take the floor as soon as these two teams leave the floor. But the SummitCitySports.com broadcast of Game 2 here in round 2 of the IHSAA Sectional 22 at Concordia High School. We will bring that to you live as the winner of that one will play Concordia. Your victor, it is now official. Your final buzzer sounding. And a little comeback victory by Concordia. And they advance to play in Monday's championship. That will be here at Concordia High School at 7:30 p.m. Monday night. And they will play the winner of round 2. And so that is your final. For the best video man north of the equator, Mitchell Van Brockman, I'm Andrew Wiss. It's been a pleasure to bring this stream to you live via SummitCitySports.com. Reminder to follow us on Twitter at 260Sports, like our Facebook page, Summit City Sports, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Congratulations, Coach Miller and the Concordia Cadets. We will see you Monday night against either Angola or Garrett. Stream with us again, folks. See you next time.